You think your collection is safe because you're a law-abiding citizen. That assumption is going to get some of you in serious trouble. Right now, some of the most popular firearms in this country are being pulled from store shelves and turned into legal liabilities overnight. And we're not talking about obscure imports or experimental builds. We're talking about guns your buddies own. Guns you see at every range. Guns that were perfectly legal just a few months ago. The rules have changed, and it's not just about what you can buy anymore. It's about what you're even allowed to keep. We're breaking down 10 specific firearms that are now banned or heavily restricted in states across the country. The exact models, the exact states, the exact reasons lawmakers are coming after them. If you own any of the guns on this list, stay until the end. One wrong move could mean felony charges. What's up, everyone? Andrew here. Welcome back. This channel exists for moments exactly like this one, when the legal landscape shifts fast and you need someone to cut through the noise and tell you what actually matters. Quick note, laws vary by state and they change constantly. Everything in this video is based on current legislation as we know it. Always verify with your local laws and a qualified attorney before making any decisions. We are not your lawyers, but we are your heads up. If that kind of coverage matters to you, subscribe right now so you're never the last to know when your rights are on the line. Let's count them down. Number 10, Mossberg 590 Shockwave. For years, the Mossberg 590 Shockwave was the ultimate loophole gun. 14-inch barrel, no stock, and technically not a shotgun or a pistol under federal law, just a firearm. No tax stamp, no year-long wait. A short barrel setup without the NFA headache. That party is over in a lot of places. States like California and New York have updated their definitions to reclassify it as a short-barreled shotgun. And some jurisdictions aren't offering grandfathering, meaning if you don't comply, you're looking at mandatory registration or felony charges. This is a textbook example of how a gun designed specifically to follow the law can be made illegal just by changing a few words in a legal document. Number 9, FN-SCAR 17S. The FN-SCAR 17S is a semi-automatic rifle chambered in 7.62 by 51 NATO, essentially the civilian version of what elite special operations forces carry. States like Vermont and California have now moved to ban it outright. The military heritage is exactly why it's being targeted. Their assault weapons checklists flag it on every single point detachable magazines, adjustable stock, threaded barrel. The argument is that its long-range capability and modular design exceed what a civilian needs. Sales and transfers are completely cut off in several areas. Even if you already own one, trying to sell it or transfer it to a friend is becoming a legal nightmare. A high-end precision tool being treated like a dangerous battlefield relic. Number 8, Taurus G3/G3C. This one might surprise you. The Taurus G3 and G3C aren't AR-style rifles. They're affordable striker-fired handguns, some of the most common on the market, and they're now getting squeezed by magazine capacity limits in states like Rhode Island and Washington. The issue is simple. They're famous for high-capacity magazines at a low price point. Exceed 10 to 15 rounds in the wrong state, and you've got a problem. Add in their compact, concealable frame, and lawmakers claim it's a dangerous combination. Here's the real issue. These are often the go-to guns for people on a budget who just want to protect their families. By restricting these models, the law is effectively pricing regular people out of effective self-defense. Number 7, Zastava ZPAPM70. If you're in the AK world, you know the Zastava ZPAPM70. Serbian-made stamped receiver, built like an absolute tank. It's now a primary target in New Mexico and Virginia. Lawmakers see the silhouette, and that's enough. Military lineage, detachable magazines, muzzle devices, it checks their boxes. There's also an import layer to this one. Some states are moving to ban the sale or transfer of any imported semi-automatic rifle they deem too tactical. It functions identically to any other semi-auto hunting rifle, but its scary heritage has made it a legal pariah. If you live in one of these states, your window to buy one is likely already closed. Number 6, Beretta M9. The Beretta M9 was the standard issue sidearm of the US military for decades. You'd think that kind of pedigree would protect it? You'd be wrong. It's now restricted in Maryland and Connecticut. The reasoning? Regulators claim these pistols are too easily convertible to full auto, drawing extra scrutiny under expanded laws. A gun is being penalized for being too good and too reliable. And if you own one as your primary home defense tool, you may find yourself limited to magazines so small they completely negate the reason you bought the gun in the first place. Number 5, Mossberg 930 SPX. The Mossberg 930 SPX is a tactical semi-automatic shotgun built specifically for home defense, fast cycling, extended magazine tube, purpose designed for stopping a threat Rhode Island has banned it outright. The state has capped shotgun capacities at 6 rounds. Beyond that, lawmakers are targeting its tactical appearance and its ability to cycle quick follow-up shots. Their argument, if a gun is too efficient at stopping a threat, it shouldn't be in your hands. That leaves homeowners choosing between a legal gun that may not be enough and an illegal one that works perfectly. That's not a gray area. That's a deliberate squeeze. Number 4, Daniel Defense DDM4. The Daniel Defense DDM4 is widely considered one of the finest AR-style rifles money can buy. Rugged, precision-built, a symbol of American manufacturing at its best, and it is now banned in Colorado and Massachusetts. Detachable magazine, adjustable stock, flash suppressor, it hits every trigger point in their assault weapon definitions. Because this model is so well known, it's often the first name written into new legislation. Gun control advocates use it as the poster child. They don't see the millions of law-abiding owners who shoot this responsibly. They only see a platform they want off the streets. It's a tough pill to swallow for anyone who saved their hard-earned money for what they thought was the last rifle they'd ever need to buy. Number 3, the SIG Sauer P365 and P365 XL changed the entire concealed carry industry almost overnight, fitting double-digit capacity into a frame that practically disappears on your hip. They became the most popular carry guns in America. That success put a target on their backs. They're now restricted in New Jersey and California. Regulators say they blur the line between a subcompact and a duty pistol. The magazine capacity exceeds state limits. Their small size makes concealment too easy. Some states aren't just banning the magazines, they're making it nearly impossible to sell the gun itself unless it's a specific compliant version. They're effectively making it harder for regular people to carry a tool that gives them a fair chance in a dangerous situation. Number 2, Ruger Mini 14. For years, the Ruger Mini 14 was considered the smart workaround. The traditional woodstock version looked too mild to attract attention. People bought the tactical version thinking they'd found the legal alternative to the AR-15. Vermont has now banned the tactical version. Detachable magazines, threaded barrel, assault weapon definition, check, check, check. Lawmakers figured out what was happening and expanded their definitions to close the loophole. And that is the lesson every gun owner needs to hear. No matter how carefully a company plays by the rules will keep moving. If you bought one thinking it was the permanent legal choice, you're seeing that up close right now. Number 1, Glock 19 and Glock 17. California Assembly Bill 1127 has banned the Glock 19 and Glock 17. This is not a drill. The Glock 19 and Glock 17, the most popular handguns on the planet, the guns law enforcement carries, the guns tens of millions of Americans trust with their lives every single day. Banned in California. Here's the reasoning California used. They're targeting the cruciform trigger bar, the internal trigger mechanism. Their claim is that this part makes it easy for someone to install a Glock switch and convert the firearm to full auto. Those switches are already illegal, federally illegal. Installing one is a serious federal felony, but instead of going after the criminals using them, California decided to ban the entire gun. Glock's response? They've discontinued most Gen 3 models rather than try to engineer a compliant version for this law. If you already own one in California, you may be able to keep it, but selling or transferring it is going to get very complicated very fast. This is where we are. The most trusted handgun in America could be illegal to buy in several major states. This isn't just hitting scary looking rifles anymore. It's coming for your everyday carry gun, your home defense pistol, the gun that's been in your nightstand for 10 years. These bans are not random. They're coordinated and they're accelerating. The strategy is simple: shrink the market, increase the legal risk, and make ownership as difficult as possible for law-abiding Americans. So here's what you need to do right now. Know your state laws, know what you own, and know what's changing. If any of these 10 guns are in your safe, do not wait to get clarity on where you stand legally. This is exactly the kind of coverage we're built for. If you want to stay ahead of what's coming, subscribe and share this with every gun owner you know. They need to see this. I'll see you in the next one. Stay legal, stay safe. Thanks for watching.